the past 2 years had a consumer retreat. What the consumer retreat is the state's way of thanking our consumer volunteers, our program volunteers, for all of the things that they do. We do pay a stipend to our In Our Own Voice presenters. We do not pay anything to our connection facilitators. And they are there sometimes every week doing a support group. So this is a way for us to say thank you for all you do. Thank you for reaching out to your peers to give them hope and to give them some ways to cope with the things they're struggling with right now, perhaps. And so for the past 2 years at White Oak, independent of any other thing that's going on for NAMI, they have been having their own retreat, and it has been very, very nice. We have Joanne is here from Beaufort County. She's been part of the team, the planning team for the past 2 years. They come up with an agenda that is focused on wellness or recovery or something that's kind of fun. And they have activities and speakers that use that particular theme, whatever that be, to to work out a little curriculum for them. It is a time when they are having some fellowship. We get the fire pit in the evening. We have some arts and crafts. There's lots of nice time that they have together. And of course it's held at our favorite place, White Oak Conference Center. Dr. Suzanne Vogel-Shavilia, who you heard this morning, has been our guest presenter for the past 2 years. She has agreed to come back and be with our consumers this year. It's very laid back, and we're just thrilled that she's sort of taken us under her wing and has and came the first time we were excited, came the second time, and now that I think she'll come anytime we ask if our schedules work. But so she's committed to come again, and I hope that last year I think we had 27 consumers come out to the program. The year before it was 28, it was in that number. We would love to have as many as 40. There are some folks who haven't taken advantage of it. It only cost the last 2 years $25 for each consumer to come for the entire weekend, which included you sharing a room and it included all your meals. So it was really a wonderful time, and it was not that expensive. And I think that a couple of the affiliates even offered a scholarship if people didn't even have the ability to pay the $25. So it's just a wonderful way for us to be able to thank our consumer volunteers. Our planning committee does a great deal of fundraising, so that there really isn't a lot that the state has to put in for that. They have been very aggressive with fundraising and asking for different contributions from different people, and they really almost underwrite the whole thing. So, my hat's off to them, because they just sort of take this on and run with it, knowing that it'll be a really good experience for all these consumer volunteers in the state for NAMI. So it is a wonderful thing. And we want to thank everybody for listening to our program presentation. Like I've said, and like Michelle has said, our volunteers are the heart of our organization. There are some people that are putting in some incredibly long hours, and some that are putting in some short hours, but they're really packed with good quality volunteerism. And we want to make sure that we know what they're doing, and that they're the lifesavers to our family members and our individuals living with a mental illness. Because we've all had one of those lifesavers in our lives. Somebody threw us the lifeline once and made it easier for us.